Welcome to Gun Reviews, brought to you by CNC Armory. We are going to review the MagLula, MagLula 1022 loader unloader. Take it out of the packaging here. I'll hand it to you. Hand it to my esteemed colleague here, CJ.
Yay.
And we'll let him show you how this thing operates.
Well, first the part of it is really something simple. By the looks of design, basically a nice little hinged thumb rest piece. To press on that with a metal insert to actually push the rounds down through. The 1022 or the what's the other one? Smith & Wesson TCR 22 magazines, the rotary magazines for those.
And the whole family of BX magazines.
The whole thing is if you look at the patterns on each end, it matches up with the tip pieces on the ends of the magazines. They slide in pretty simplified, and then a nice little push button release to get them out of there. And it fits the BX25s. It'll fit the others as they go. And then we'll show a nice little short up close of this. The whole idea is the product advertises, it makes it a little easier for you without the pain in your thumbs of loading magazines and pushing them through.
Protects from pain and pinching.
Yep. So at this point, we'll cut to it and get into the close-up so you guys can actually see what we're doing here. All right, so the mag loader. And as we can see how the mechanism works. So then, good thing is ambidextrous. Pushing it down, drop the round in, let go. And then on the back side, press the button to release, and off it comes and flies across the counter on the floor. Not really under spring tension, mostly under thumb tension, and yeah, that's my mistake. Same thing with the smaller round counts. Pressing it down, slide the round in, and slide it back just slightly. And I'll fit that little metal brace in there, catches the round. The manufacturer does give a warning about overloading the magazines and putting too much pressure and resistance. If you start feeling pressure or resistance, either A, something's jammed in the magazine, or it's just full. Doesn't require an awful lot of pressure or pushing. And there we go, magazine's full. And then the unloader, by design. Designed to fit over the small point on the end of the magazine, and then the little bar pushes the rounds up and out, and easily operated with, probably two hands be easier, but all right, and here's our product spotlight, completed on the MagLula Lula 1022 loader unloader for at this point in time. And what's your opinion on this, Bill?
I can't stress enough how much I think the quality is very, very good. It's very durable, robust, a nice thick polymer. I just can't say it enough. I mean, it does what it says. It's ambidextrous. We used it that way on camera. You couldn't really tell. Just we had to use it the other hand the way we had to do it to get it on camera. The lighting that we have here in the shop. So, works good. When you're doing the 22 LR, they are rim cartridge. Just make sure you got that previous round seated all the way back. You definitely want to get that rim in front of the rim that's already in there. I would recommend it. I think it's a great durable product. What do you think?
Well, like I said, well constructed. It's definitely a heavier duty than I believe it needs to be, but that's okay. Definitely, it looks like it's going to hold up to a lot of use and abuse. About the only thing I see that's could be a failure point in the future, probably the first thing would be the spring that that raises it back up when you let go with your thumb, and that being probably is definitely going to last for a lot longer than most of us are going to own the product. By then, most of us are going to have to replace it because we either lost it or something else anyway.
Yeah.
Hence it's got the little rings on it to tie it to something anyway. Downside the product, that's about the only one I see at this point in time, other than, it does work as advertised. They say that they're world's #1 for a reason, and I believe that's exactly why. It's a good quality product, well made, well manufactured, and it does just what it says it does. It's pretty simple, easy to operate. I can figure it out, so I'm sure you guys can too.
That says a lot.
Yeah, an awful lot today, especially. But we try to keep them on the shelf here at CNC Armory, and they're on our website. The price point on these normally is $39.95 for the loader and unloader combo at this point in time. It is what it is, and for that price point, I think it's definitely worth having. Especially, somebody like me that's taking my kids out shooting, and we're going through 8, 10, 12 of the 25 round mags in a day, shooting with the kids, blinking and target shooting. But at this point in time, I mean, I want to make a special offer, whether Bill likes it or not, because we've taken this item, brought it in, we've opened it up, we showed you guys how it works. I'll make this available inside the shop. I don't know. What are we thinking? Like $30 in the shop?
Trying to make me look like a bad guy.
It's a discussion. I don't want to do this without, because if you're here and I'm not, I don't want you charging them extra.
I say 29 then. What the heck?
I'll go for broke. Let's do $27.99.
$27.98. That penny counts.
Oh, then I got to go one better. $27.97, whether Bill's here or not. We'll be happy to provide this one to you. Like I said, it's used. You guys saw what we did with it. You saw how it works. And, we'll be happy to even show you in the shop when you guys come in. But, as always, I'm going to cut him off at this point in time and say, as always, like, subscribe, and share this stuff with your friends. Get us out there. If there's something, other product you'd like to see us review or do or discuss in any way, the two balding fat guys that are gunsmiths will be happy to take a look at it and see what we can do. Whether we're turkeys today or not, it doesn't matter. But either way, by all means, as always, guys, we appreciate you. We want to see you in the shop, and come see what CNC Armory can do with you, for you, and we treat you like family.